All right, hello everybody. Today we're going to be doing lesson one, class one, lesson one, or class one, exercise one. And I just wanted to show you what it looks like when everything is working. So here's a web server that I have running, or a web page looking at the web server that's running on my Kali Linux. So the web application is installed there. I have VMware here that's running Kali Linux. And sure enough, I can log in, but I'm not going to log in and run Kali Linux. I just keep that in the background. I will be using my terminal window here on my Mac. I actually have three windows, one that's logged into Kali as the username Kali, and another one logged in as the username student. And I also have here one here locally for where my class information is, and I have some files in here, and I have the webapp.zip and a few other notes and things like that on my local machine. Um, So the other thing that I have going here is VS Code, and VS Code is connected using remote over SSH, so it's called remote-SSH, that plugin, and it's connecting over SSH to the same exact server, the same exact Kali instance, and I'm able to edit everything inside of the doc root for this Apache particular instance. This one makes it most ergonomic to edit. So here's the page that we are editing. I can edit with color coding and everything else, and it gets saved on the Kali Linux. Much better than working through these kind of screens or the whatever editor you get on Kali Linux. I guarantee you it's not as ergonomic and as beautiful as VS Code. You can run VS Code on Kali Linux if you'd like, but then you have problems with copy and pasting, and so this works the best for me, and it has worked for 25 years, and so I'll just keep going with it. So here's what we're going to do today. We're going to go very quickly through exercise number one, and on the left here is basically exercise number one. On the right hand is some notes that I've been taking for myself, some extra commands I've had to run. I'll probably post these somewhere. So let's go very quickly here. So first, we're going to go here, logged in as Kali, and we're going to say service Apache 2 stop. I have to type the password because I'm not logged in as root. I'm sudoing and becoming root. And if you look now on the page here, the site cannot be reached. And at the same time, service MariaDB stop. So stop that as well. Okay, let's start with the first one. Let's start MariaDB. Starting that. Let's start Apache. I'm using the up arrow. This is so handy to have. Okay, that one is done. So now again, the web page, if I refresh, is here. There's not much to it, but it's here. Okay, let's go back after this. We need to see if we can log into MariaDB, into MySQLDB, MySQL -u root. Hey, look at that, I'm in. Sorry, wrong command line. And here, show databases. Okay, we don't have a database yet. We need to create a database. We can run this to, here's the beauty of it, copy and paste. Boom. So the student at localhost will be identified by the password. And then we're going to go into this other tab here, and MySQL -u student -p, and it's going to be what? Password. Show databases. Still no database here. We're going to create a database, and apparently this is case sensitive, so make sure you make it uppercase for CIS, even though it technically shouldn't be, but depending on the settings, it might be case sensitive, so I recommend just keeping it case sensitive. use CIS. Okay, then we don't have any table. So if we say drop table users, we get nothing, right? There's no such table. We're going to do that in the future. So let's just create a table. This is the part I love about using the native features of my operating system. Okay, so show tables. Ta-da! Describe users. Ta-da! Okay, now we're going to enter a username. We're going to insert one record, the administrator. Ta-da! Select star from users. That's probably the first thing you'll do. And there you go, admin with the username admin with the password very secure admin. That's it. And we are done. Now, I'm going to switch back to my Kali side here. Exit. And I am in var www.html. That's where the doc root is for Apache. And you will see that there's a whole bunch of files here. I'm just going to remove star. Yeah, all right. Star, let's see if it lets me do that. Yes, I want to do that. Okay, so it's empty. So I'm going to copy, since I was in my home directory a minute ago. So here's my home directory, and here I have a file called web app. I'm going to remove web app. The way I got it is wget, and I copied this URL from here. I use wget is probably the fastest way to grab it. Except for that. Wants to copy everything. Okay, file copied, and I'm going to say cp web app to slash var www. It's HTML. So we're going to go to var www HTML unzip web app.zip. I'm going to remove, I don't need it here, web app.zip file. Now, if you look at some of these files, there's a problem with them that I ran into before. If you look at web app, you'll notice that the word localhost is in every single file, and that just causes a lot of pain and causes everything to not work. So I had a couple of commands here to fix that. One that will take every PHP file and make a backup of it and remove localhost from it. So let's do that. Okay, this is the one not so fun feature of the copy and paste. Okay, and do the exact same thing just with HTML files. So now if you look at all the files, there's a backup version of each one. And if you grep localhost in every file, you should not see localhost appear except in backup and backup files. And of course here where you're defining a PHP variable for backend use, but there should be no HTTP localhost anywhere except in backup files. Okay, so now with that being said, we unzipped it. Now we're going to verify if the app works. I'm not going to go to localhost because I don't have localhost. I have this guy. So the page is still here. I'm going to go to web app. And let's see. Admin. Wish me luck. Will it work? Ta-da! That's it. That is the end of class 1. Done in 10 minutes if everything goes smoothly and super well. All right. Good luck. We're going to go on to more classes.